Alright everybody, I need thoughts in the comments. What is the most unique thing of this morning in Alabama to start the trip? Is it A, Tennessee cave salamander, B, Nathan thinking a twig is a Tennessee cave salamander, C, a pioneer wagon being pulled by mules? So, you note the echo, you note the exceptionally blurry picture. I'm already kind of notorious for my shaky videos. This may be the shakiest, blurriest video that I'll ever post to YouTube, or at least clip. I haven't gotten close enough to see if this thing has moved yet, but I'm pretty sure that from about 15 feet away, but like impossible to really get a closer shot, barring a miracle, that this is a pale Tennessee cave salamander, just in front of that pebble at a cave in northeast Alabama. So this is actually a Tennessee cave salamander. A big, huge, pale Tennessee cave salamander, Giranophilus palisaeus, at a cave in northeast Alabama. The thing I was videoing earlier from like 1,000 feet away, guess what it turned out to be? A twig colored like a Tennessee cave salamander. This, on the other hand, the real deal. Cool stuff. On the way out, I'll try to get some video of a blind cave crayfish I saw that was pretty cool too. Just, this stream in this cave is so clear, it just looks like glass. It's amazing. Like, it doesn't even look like it's in the water. That's so awesome. A little more video here of our Tennessee cave. Trying to get up a little closer. Trying to get my headlamp at the right angle so the camera's shadow doesn't get on him. There we go. It's got some really interesting, like, patterning down the back. That is really cool. This is too big to be the larva of a spring salamander. He would have already transformed. And the Tennessee cave salamanders, as opposed to like the Georgia blind and the Texas blind and whatever, that have the big bushy gills, the Tennessee caves really don't have that. They're actually members of the genus Giranophilus, just like the spring salamanders. Not a herp, but more cave life here from northeast Alabama. Here's a really big blind crayfish. I've seen a few of these, but this one's the biggest by far. Again, just look at how clear that is. That water, it doesn't even look like it's underwater. Really good start to the day in the trip here. Not sure what that motion he's doing is. Maybe if someone watching this video is like a arthropod expert or something, you can tell me what that behavior is. So this is like Schrodinger's lifer. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And I say that because, by the old school taxonomy, this is just a seal salamander down here in the Piedmont of Georgia. This beautiful little trickling stream, a little urban park. But according to the new taxonomy, this is now a Talladega Seal salamander, which lives in Bama and central Georgia. So that would be something I've never seen before. So, is it a lifer? I don't know. According to how I count now, where I'm just like, you know what, I'm kind of done with all the species splits that happened after 2023. I guess not, but in a way it is. And in any case, it's a good way to start off the morning. And what a beautiful forest we're in too. All these super tall trees that we don't have in Missouri. Good to be east of the Mississippi. So anyway, Talladega Seal. So here's some hopefully better footage of that manatee. I'm up on the observation deck now. The sun coming out would help. Oh, hear that? He just snorted. He's going under the swimming rope. Just snorted again. He's going that way. Look at that. How cool. He's on his back, kind of lollygagging around. Back on his front. Snorting again. There are two of them. Right next to each other, and there's some more further out there. You can kind of see their outline under the water. Right out there. There's like a little family of them, maybe. Looks like 2 or 3 of them. Now the sun's out. This is a lot clearer video. You can see under the water a little better with the sun poking out. So these are 2, I think, juvenile manatees, and here's the mom, or the dad, or something over here, because that's a lot bigger manatee right there. They really like going on their back. That other family group has started to move downriver on us. So they're a little outside where I can get good photos of them now, but they were doing the same thing. What is that there? That might be a turtle. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a turtle. Like a river cooter or something coming out to sun. Man, that's just... I know I'm supposed to be on a herping trip, but that's just so cool. They're just right there. Man, look at that. See how that one just rolled on his back and now he's back right side up. He's like the 3rd or 4th one I've seen do that. There's another manatee out there. There's one there. His fin going down. And then the family that was close a few minutes ago is about 100 yards down the river that way. That one just snorted at us. So we are on the edge of a city park lake here in the Florida Panhandle. After seeing the manatees this morning, I went somewhere to try to get river frogs. Didn't work. Saw some pig frogs and leopard frogs, but no river frogs. This, however, is a lifer. The turtle on the extreme right, you notice the how its neck is really far up and the back looks smooth. Well, that's because it is. That's a very large Florida softshell turtle out there in the lake about maybe 50-60 yards, so I really can't get any closer than this. But that's a lifer, Florida softshell. So I'm not exactly sure what this is. This might be an oak toad because it's pretty small and it has like reddish coloring on the tympanic membrane, some irregular like light charcoal coloring on the legs. Just the spot pattern like on the face looks kind of like oak toads I've seen, but then again it's not that small. It's like the size of my, it's a little bigger than the end of my thumb. Most pictures I've ever seen of oak toads are really small and have a stronger yellow stripe than this, so this might just be an interestingly patterned juvenile southern toad, but in case it's not, in case this is an oak toad, I'm taking some film. So here in the state of Florida, this is a big road cruising frog lifer, if I can find it on the camera. There we go. This is an ornate chorus frog. Seen as found on a Florida state road here on a wet November night. Seen several southern toads and leopard frogs and cricket frogs, but obviously not real concerned with getting pictures and video of those. Here's another ornate chorus frog, but this one is not brown, but bright green. How pretty. I also saw a barking tree frog, which I've seen in North Carolina, but I was going to get video, and I stopped the car, and he hopped right off the road on me. at an undisclosed location in North Florida. This is a Georgia blind salamander. Most unbelievable footage of the trip. Some of the most unbelievable footage of my herping in 15 years. So here's a cool snake lifer, non-venomous. A juvenile brown water snake found in a little cypress dome swamp here in the Florida Panhandle. I was hoping to see one of these earlier when I saw some Barber's map turtles along a river. Usually these are more big river-based water snakes, but kind of surprising to see it here in a little swamp. And I did not take video of the Barber's map turtles, which were a lifer, because I was using the long lens and I didn't have the tripod on me. I was back at the motel, so video would have been very shaky, but I'll put in the still pics. Solid snake lifer. Here is a rusty mud salamander larva found here in northeast Florida. Subspecies is now not recognized by some folks. And it's technically the same as the Gulf Coast mud in the new taxonomy, but old school taxonomy, this was its own species. Saw an adult and 2 other larvae of this species. The adult got away, but that's alright. As it gets older, it'll turn kind of a reddish orange, but it'll retain those kind of weird stripy looking things going down the side, as you see. So a lot darker, ruddier color than the other mud salamander subspecies further north. Great find. So here is a 2-toed amphiuma from that same little seep where we were seeing the rusty mud salamander. That was behind a little sycamore leaf. Cool substrate too, this little sandy portion of the seep.